Google executive calls for increased protection of Africa's fiber optic infrastructure. In a notable recognition of the vital role that digital infrastructure plays in Africa's economic development, Google's head of government relations and public policy in Africa, Charles Murito, has called for the continent's fiber optic cables to be granted greater protection. The plea comes amid a troubling rise in criminal activities targeting this crucial technology. Murito's recommendations, delivered at the Africa Tech Conference, echo concerns shared by many in the tech and telecom industries. He advocates for fiber optic cables to be officially classified as critical infrastructure, which would elevate the repercussions for their malicious damage, addressing a surge in incidents where criminal syndicates have targeted these assets, as well as related tower-based stations, for theft and vandalism. The integrity of fiber optic infrastructure is fundamental to Africa's communication ecosystem, including the emergence and maintenance of mobile and internet services. Google, which remains highly engaged in the development of intercontinental digital highways, such as the Equiano Subsea cable connecting Africa with Europe, and the upcoming Umoja project, the first direct route between Africa and Australia, views this as an urgent matter. This is not just about protecting existing infrastructure. Google also envisions an environment where internet service providers share cable infrastructure, potentially lowering data costs for consumers and businesses. In addition, Murito also proposes more consistency or harmonization across African nations regarding the policies that guide how cables are laid. The lack of uniform regulations presents a significant barrier to the expansion of broadband services across the continent, where mobile internet penetration was a meager 27% last year. Diverse and sometimes conflicting local requirements for telecom and tech companies add complexity to tasks such as installing, maintaining, and upgrading infrastructure. The situation is pressing as network infrastructure providers grapple with the financial burden of repairing and securing fiber optic cables. The signal to potential investors is far from reassuring. Enhanced protection measures would not only mitigate these challenges, but also demonstrate a commitment to supporting technological progress. While the South African government and its regulatory bodies have acknowledged the issue, encouraging police to clamp down on perpetrators and recognizing the need to modernize laws to reflect new technologies, specific proposals to upgrade the status of fiber optic cables are still in the pipeline. Thank you for choosing Satori News.